What's up, traders? It's your professor here, and today I'm going to be showcasing to you guys a lot of important information about the S&P 500, the trades we took, and key things you need to know about for Friday's trading day. So today we've seen a little bit of a ruckus in the market, a lot of reversals and a lot of choppiness. So this market sentiment is overall bullish into this post-government shutdown. Now, we've been kind of absent lately doing these market recaps. We have caught a few winners, but overall, we're looking to focus on more consistency than anything here, okay? So I'll start off by the wins, and then we'll talk about what we had done, throughout the day. So, we are very confident on the downside, and I'll explain why. We had a major win on SPX, 2 SPX trades, and we managed to sell 1 BABA play along with a MSTR call that we also made some profits on as well. So this MSTR play, simply had to do with the move in cryptos, right? So cryptos were looking super strong, and we wanted to make sure we get this right. But I decided to sell that because of one minor detail that we made today. So in my room, I post these consistency challenges reports all the time. We started doing this last week. Last week we had a green week, and this week, our SPX trades were slightly off. Last week our SPX trades were very consistent, but the headlines and the news and all that have been shaking things up. So we had implemented new systems and processes to pretty much increase our chance of success. So these gamma reports have been known to be very accurate for today, right? But the issue here is with these reports is that sometimes when you're in the moment of trading, you kind of miss out on key details because time is very limited and you have to make a decision on the spot. So what we had done here, because these reports are so accurate, and you can even see here too, today was a perfect example where we mentioned that once the market gets below 6710, it's likely that we're going to see the S&P 500 at a major key support at 6700 and 6690, okay? So this statement was very crucial to our success, and pretty much once we broke down that key bearish gamma zone, that we seen a massive drop over here. Yesterday, our bullish gamma zone was where SPX told us it would go. So we bounced off this level 2 and then pretty much just recovered and kind of traded in the WAP range here, right? And this is our level 2 bearish right over there, right? So I want to talk to you guys about, is this the potential top that is in, right? So one reason why we caught one of the big SPX put plays is because if we go into our market sentiment report, which showcases our levels and our information, our estimated weekly high on the S&P 500 this week was at 6720, okay? This was given to our members way before then, but we had a final inflection point where this is an inflection point, this is a gamma zone. Our level 3 bullish was at 6730, okay? This is where premiums are very expensive and you often see reversals there. That's why we call it the market peak, right? So we had an exact major dip right over there that took it all the way down, had a slight recovery, and now we want to see, does it continue on the downtrend? The downtrend we know happens as soon as SPX gets under 6690 again. It's likely we're going to see that 50-day moving average. It has to hold 6720 and 6730. If we manage to stay above, the market is most likely going to squeeze, okay? So that's going to be a very key thing you want to be aware of going into Friday. Can the market hold above 6700, and can the market stay above 6690? Because if it does break out on either two ranges, you know where to focus on. On the QQQ detail, so QQQ was close to our estimated weekly high. It tried to break out. Very similar here to, we want to see how text can do it. So it has to stay above 602, and above 608 is a very tough resistance. So we'll keep an eye on that. IWM pretty much looks like it's trying to break out through our chop range here. Looking for 246. Otherwise, it may continue to chop here. Other levels that we want to look into this week here is if you go into NVIDIA, for example, it hit our estimated weekly high. So NVIDIA hit our estimated weekly high 190 and started to see a little bit of rejection here, okay? Once it gets under 186, that's when you might see some weakness. If it can still hold above 192, it can really start to squeeze. So watch to see if this comes. There's a dividend payment that's coming out on October 2nd. When Meta had their dividend payment come out, it started to see major weakness. Tesla posted great delivery numbers. It hit our level 3, which is usually our market peak, and started to really dive. Okay, so very interesting to see that we may have called the top on Tesla as well if it doesn't rebound. Okay, Broadcom, what we're seeing here is that the stock pretty much had a decent, slightly off, but pretty much was at our level 1 bearish, where it kind of held there and it just really popped. Stopped exactly at our level 1 bullish right over there. So most likely, I believe, going into Friday, this might be a hard play because it's going to be chopping in between two moving averages. Okay, so going into our next one, Meta, which we had called the bottom on, estimated weekly low was at 710. We made a killing off these Meta puts because we decided to take it over here, and then boom, it just dumped here, and we made some nice returns. So looking to see if Meta could go to 735 here in the near future. So that's very possible as well. CoreWeave also hit my top number, approximately very close to our level 3. So this one here looks like it's going to be choppy in range here too. I really like CoreWeave if it can go back above 143, because that's the squeeze zone you really want to watch out for. PLTR, so this stock here has been harder to trade lately, but it hit my first bullish inflection point. Kind of see a little bit of resistance here with this massive down wick over here. So if it gets through 190, it can really start to run at that specific zone. UPST, so this was another trade that we made some great swing on. This was earlier on during the week, but we mentioned this on Twitter, bounced off our level 3 and started to move. Okay, so not really looking into playing UPST that much, but coin, absolute monster, went way beyond my 350 here. So initially it had rejected. I was planning to get calls because normally when a stock rips this high above my inflection point, I was actually looking to jump in at around 350 when it had this dip, but didn't really get that opportunity and just completely went berserk as the crypto stuff really started to go. So hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys are looking to find a consistent trader or someone that provides you with levels that are very accurate, because you can see exactly what range you're dealing with here, we give all this information timestamped before the beginning of the week here. Okay, so a lot of our trading technique depends on this. We do a lot of pre-announced trades as well, and in today's trading session, right, we called out multiple doubles in the room today. I even doubled on my STX play earlier because we were so confident that the market would drop, right? In our war room, we even mentioned that we give the edge to the downside today because you might see some chop selling. So being prepared is definitely crucial towards your success. So check us out. We hope you guys enjoy this video. See you guys in the next one. And like always, let's get that money.